This is Anthony with Trader's Ultimate Edge. We're going to talk about our CVD indicator. It's the one you can see here at the bottom. It's a lower indicator, and this one's a bit more complicated, so I'm going to take a little bit of time to explain it. CVD stands for Cumulative Volume Delta. There are many Cumulative Volume Delta indicators on the market. This is my interpretation of Cumulative Volume Delta, and it includes a number of different things to look at, and of course many settings that you can change. So we'll start right here. You can see it's a histogram style. The higher the peaks, the more volume is coming in at that particular area. The blue line tracks average volume over a length that you choose. By default, it's 55, and you can come in here and change it however you like. The yellow line is the fast version of it, and it's actually done using predictive mathematics. The blue line that's right here uses lagging mathematics, so your SMAs, your EMAs, things like that. The yellow line is the predictive mathematics that I use in a lot of other things to help you figure out the trend of volume. Now, if you've watched my TUE algo video, you heard that part of this includes volume speed. Volume speed corresponds to this yellow line. So you can set this yellow line to the same length, in this case 18, and it'll help you see volume increasing or decreasing. Now the histogram, you can see it comes up over 0, goes below 0. That is corresponding essentially to the the delta between volumes. And what this does is it takes all the volumes in your red candles, all the volumes in your green candles, puts them together, and it figures out, well, what's the difference, right? So here we have a whole bunch of red volume, you see that, and it pushes the CVD down. Here we have a whole bunch of green volume, pushes the CVD up. This becomes a little bit more useful when it's less clear when you're looking at your volume right here, when in reality what's happening is this is getting shoved down. So this tells a little bit different story than this, and it matches the price movement. Now, what you want to do with that information is determine where are there differences, where are there divergences. Divergence is where this thing really comes in useful. And we'll show this one right here. So you see how we have this low right here and this low right here. These correspond. This low right here corresponds to that, of course, right? Oops, that didn't work so well. And then we have a higher low on the CVD, which corresponds to this lower low in price. And when you have that happen, essentially what has happened here, the markets have pushed to a new lower low on price, but the volume did not follow suit. You can see the fast line is actually increasing. The volume pushed down. You can see our red right here, but it did not have the same enthusiasm as before. Frequently, this leads to a reversal right here, which our green candle right here from the candles indicator caught. So you can see we have divergence, green candle, boom, trade, right? So if you got in after it, you're in the 60s, and I think I showed this in the last one, and then using ATRs or whatever, you can stop out in the 70s, and this is a $750 trade right here with one ES contract, more or less. Okay, and that's just one example from one day, lasting from 12:48 to, so about 30 minutes. Easy money, right? And that's how you can use the CVD to help you confirm trades, find trades, things like that. You'll notice it does certain things in patterns. And here, we'll go back over here. You see a couple other examples. Another divergence right here, and a push down. Right here, it diverged. And sometimes you'll get this. You'll get multiple divergences. You can see this right here. Divergence and a high. Right here. Came all the way down there to a high. That you can see it kind of corresponds to this high. Okay? And then, bam! Look how fast that price fell down. This was from 86 down to 65. This was a 20-point drop right after that second divergence. Isn't that crazy? In just about 9 minutes. 20-point drop after that second divergence. The divergences are one of the most powerful things this indicator has to offer, as well as the fast volume line, which can help you find, how is volume moving? How is it moving over time? What is its trend? Right here, you can see from all the way back here, about 1018, and we're in consolidation. This helps in consolidation, right here, and then it's trending up over time. You can see the fast indicator trending up, right? Trending up like this, and eventually we come out of consolidation and push up. So you can see the trend happen before the actual price movements. So if you have good support and resistance levels, you can buy right down at the bottom and push up. And like I say, this is just a couple of the ways that you can use the CVD. It can also, like I say, here it's helping you find a lot of reversals, but of course we have those days where the market just doesn't stop, right? Like this, right over here. Let's look at this. This was May 2nd. Big drop on May 2nd. This was the lowest of the lows right here at 4056 on the ES. And look what the CVD gave us. Look at this. Guys, do you want to know where the market's going to stop? Raise your hand if the answer is yes. Everybody should be raising their hands. All right. New low, new low, new low, and new low. Question is, where's it going to stop? Okay, we got a divergence here, got a divergence here, and then it went a little bit further, and there's your new lower low right there. Okay, or excuse me, your new higher low right here, lower low in price, and you can see this whole time, what is the fast line doing? The fast line peaked way back here, when it was at 40.96. The fast line is moving up this entire time. The entire time. Till finally our trend catches us green. Tried once and failed. There's circles all over the place now. Tried again and failed. Let me just go ahead and get rid of some of these circles. Okay. The trend tried once to change and it failed. Twice to change and it failed. And then finally, everything just moving up here. We got the fast line moving up. We got divergence after divergence. And then finally it goes green again right after that one. And boom, a huge rally into the close. This rally was 40.73 all the way up to 41.50 or so. Is that 75 points? Go do the math on that. At $50 a point, it's a lot of money. And so that's what this thing helps you find. It helps you find, when is this going to stop? What is volume doing? Because volume tells so much, especially when it's put into context with price, it's put into context with support and resistance. Good Lord, volume tells you a lot. And that's what the CVD does. It just looks at volume information. It's something that is just... It's available. This kind of volume information is available in a few forms, but none of them are great. Volume profile actually works pretty well, so I never bothered to redo that kind of indicator because the volume profile works pretty well. But this one just gives it to you in such a clear histogram style format. I absolutely love this indicator. My clients love this indicator. It works great, especially when used in conjunction with everything else. It gives you such a clear picture of the markets. All right, thanks for listening.